All right. Hello, folks. It has been a while since I've done something like this, but my name's Tom, and today we're going to be looking at Escape Master from Zilly Games. All right, so full disclosure, I am friends with Zach and Lily, the creators of this game, and they asked me to record a short video telling you folks what I think. All right, but first you may ask, Tom, why should we care what you think? And that you would be correct to ask that, and I'm here to tell you that you should take my opinions with a grain of salt when it comes to games, because I tend to be pretty hyperbolic when it comes to this kind of stuff. But with that said, I have been a commentator and reviewer of tabletop RPGs and board games for many years now. I only recently stepped back from the podcast I was helping to host, the RPG Academy, to start taking a look at games on my own. So with that out of the way, let's talk about Escape Master. So Escape Master, it's a get rid of your card style of game. So we're talking Uno, Dutch Blitz, Crazy Eights, etc. So these games are great if you're looking for something quick, fast-paced. And Escape Master is a very fast-paced version of one of these games. It's also very versatile with how it can be played, which is great. So you can do teams, individuals, there's an expansion. There's lots of great stuff here. So, but what Escape Master, so it's a game that doesn't just follow the traditional turn order of, say on Uno or something like that. It's more in line with like a Dutch Blitz, where all players are attempting to get rid of their cards simultaneously. So it could be a little bit chaotic, but it's incredibly fun. So the last thing before going in talking about what I think about the rules is that most of these quick-paced card games have very, very little theme to them. They're more color, symbol focused, but Escape Master is all about theme, and it includes some beautifully illustrated cards. So a lot of great art. I really like the style. A lot of the cards are this kind of anime-esque style, which I dig a whole lot. And the lore here, it's super deep. It's screaming for a tabletop RPG to be made. But the basic premise is that players are taking on the roles of unique characters that are all wanting to escape a treacherous island that is controlled by the Doom Master. Each of these characters has a unique ability that will allow them to pursue their goal of escaping and to become the Escape Master. So, the game itself, though, rules are very straightforward. Each player is, so I'm going to, very basic. Rules are each player is dealt a hand of 10 cards, and the goal is to get rid of their cards as quickly as possible by playing them into the center of the table with ascending or descending stacks. So you're going to be making different stacks of cards, and you're going to be playing your cards onto these stacks. I love the fact that you can go up and down. So if I play an 8, somebody else could play a 9, or somebody else could play a 7. So it can really kind of change things up. If you've got a whole stack, you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to play my 7, 8, 9. You play your 7, and somebody plays a 6. Now you're out of luck. So, but once somebody's run out of their cards, they yell Escape Master, that round ends. All the other players count their remaining cards, which are called blunders, and once a player reaches a total of 30 blunders, over however many rounds it takes, the game is over, and the person with the fewest blunders wins. This is a very simplified overview, and there are numerous layers to this game, including things like trap cards, which can be played to let other players draw cards, or even, it's really kind of devious, is you play a trap card that prevents somebody from playing descending, or prevents them from playing ascending. So basically, they're kind of stuck playing in one direction. It can be very tricky to get out of that situation. So, but there's also a lot of cool rules for decorum when you're playing it to somewhat control the chaos. I still remember when I played the first time, I was terrible at this. With you have to play it with one hand. You can't be playing boom, 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 boom like that. It's pretty slick, and those kind of extra little rules they add to the game too, because you're kind of just watching people to try to catch them and slipping up. So the game is super fun. I'm really bad at this game. but I still liked it. I'm bad at these games in general. I'm not the most, I like to think about what I'm doing. In this game, because you're all playing simultaneously, you gotta be really, really quick. But this is one of those, it's a great game because it strikes this balance between being super approachable as well as being complex enough to keep veteran gamers happy. So, I mean, the rules, you could read them, and it's like 2 pages, but then there's all sorts of these different layers with the trap cards and some different extra rules. There's some basic rules that are even easier to play if you don't want to jump in all the way. So, Skate Master, definitely, it's going to get a big ol' thumbs up from me, and definitely check it out when you can, because if you like those kind of very quick paced games that you can just pick up and explain to your friends really quickly and jump right into a game during game night, then this one's for you. All right, thanks.